Have you ever been ghosted? 1 minute she's all, you're amazing, and the next she vanishes faster than, I don't know, your will to reply to your boss's email. You're left hanging, emotionally constipated, wondering if you accidentally sent her a picture of your bank balance. Look, let me say this from the get-go. I'm single. Probably the worst person to ask for relationship advice, but I'm not single by accident. I'm not single, and I'm not single because I'm a red flag in a hoodie. No, I'm single because I've been fucked over repeatedly. I've been loved like a convenience store, only open when they needed something of benefit. I attract brokenness, chaos, and drama because somewhere deep down, thanks to childhood and the constant "you're not enough" narrative, I thought, and it was just a thought, love was supposed to hurt. I thought being disrespected was just part of the deal. So what happened when someone actually loved me, like Vandana or Vimana, someone kind, affectionate, genuine? I pushed them away. I self-sabotaged. Because if you ever grow up never feeling good enough, actual love feels like a trick, like you're waiting for the catch. But I'm not doing that anymore. I've done the inner work, dug through the wreckage. And now, if you want to be in my life, you'd better bring value. Better cut hair, work for Kafkas, or a social worker, a judge, solicitor, something like that. Something that adds value to what I'm already building. Or kindly, just fuck off. You'd be friends, but nothing more. So until that unicorn walks into my life, I'm giving advice, sharing hard-earned lessons with the men still stuck in that, we can call it, loop, helping you spot the red flags I missed. And here's what I've learned. There's probably about 8 or 10 Stoic strategies that took me from emotionally hijacked, Simp, to the calm, clear-eyed that women can't control or manipulate anymore. That's me. No, I'm not talking, and I'm not, just to be clear, I'm not talking about being a manipulative prick. I'm talking about mastering yourself through stoicism, through clarity, and through the sacred art of not giving a fucking shit when it's clearly a shit you shouldn't be giving. Now, number 1, detach emotionally. What I mean by that, stop being her emotional goldfish. This isn't Finding Nemo. It's real life. And you're not swimming in circles for someone who's ghosted you after 2 flirty text messages and a meme about astrology. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care. It means you're not going to emotionally flatline every time she goes quiet for 48 hours. Like she's on some kind of, I don't know, mood-based pilgrimage. Whether she's texting you like she's composing a wedding vow or she vanishes like your hairline at 35. It's all the same to you. That's power. That's peace. And that's finally not checking your phone like a lovesick meerkat. But number 2, recognize behavioral patterns. Right, so you've got most women, and this is most women. Most women aren't complex. They're consistent, like an Amazon return policy, hot and cold. That's not a mystery. That's emotional spam with a side of gaslighting. Plot the pattern, predict the madness, outsmart the nonsense. It's not Sherlock Holmes. It's more like if Holmes sniffed too much, like essential oil, got ghosted, and then started, I don't know, doing TikTok astrology readings while blaming you for her period. I mean, come on now. Recognize it for what it is, a circus. And guess what? You're not a clown. No, you're not the clown anymore. So don't put up with it. Don't be the human equivalent of a doormat. You're not welcome. You're not a welcome mat for emotional dysfunction, or boundaries are sexy. They scream, I have self-respect and I don't need chaos to feel alive. I've got an espresso. Thanks for that. Set them calmly, no threats, just standards. She doesn't like it? Good. You just filtered out someone who thinks a tantrum is foreplay and treats emotional maturity like, I don't know, it's a government conspiracy theory. This isn't a Build-A-Bear love. We're not customizing a partner to avoid your daddy issues. Right, so you've also got to number 4, stay calm. Stay calm under pressure. She's pushing your buttons. Congrats. Woo! You've passed the audition for her drama class now, but you're the lead actor, but not in her today. Satan, breathe. Let's silence do the heavy lifting. Ask calmly, was that meant to be a dig? Then sip your tea like a dignified savage. Number 5, focus on long-term goals. That's always best. You've got empires to build, weights to lift, books to read, and demons to slay. None of which require weekly emotional breakdowns from someone who thinks science is a love language, because it's not. Quite simply, it's not. If she becomes a distraction from your mission, she's not your partner. She's a walking pop-up ad offering you free chaos with a side of, daddy, you've got purpose, direction, and a metaphorical crown to polish. So unless she's bringing you peace, progress, or at least minimum a valid fucking driver's license and an adult conversation, then tell her to jog on. Keep your eyes on the road, king. You're not crashing your legacy for someone who thinks accountability is abuse. Avoid emotional retaliation. Revenge flirting. Posting cryptic quotes on Instagram like a divorced yoga instructor. Please, that's emotional toddler tantrum territory, and you're better than that. You're a grown man with better things to do, like rebuilding your peace and not giving to Adele. I'm not saying to Adele again and again and again. The best revenge isn't to match her nonsense. It's to act like she's been replaced by a spreadsheet. Calm, clear, unbothered. Let her sit there wondering why you didn't snap, scream, or subtweet. You've evolved, man, massively. You don't argue, you upgrade. Let her guess if you're emotionally detached or just at peace with her being someone else's problem. Number 7, communicate clearly and firmly. No passive-aggressive riddles. You're not a teenage group chat or a mindfulness retreat for narcissists. Say what you mean what you say, and for God's sake, don't say it with emojis. You're not ordering delivery, you're setting the standard. Try this. I don't do inconsistency. If you're unsure, that's fine. But I'm not wasting my time like a simp at a spiritual retreat, hoping for a text back. Boom. No drama, just premium grade clarity with a shot of try me and see what you get. Which can't be bad. You then got number 8, prioritize your own well-being. Your peace isn't up for negotiation. Gym, goals, sleep, sanity. If she's threatening any of those things, she's not your queen. She's a chaos gremlin with eyeliner. Your energy is sacred. Protect it at all costs. Protect it like it's your last pint at the wedding or your last working brain cell during like a conversation about her ex who's just a friend, of course. Then you've got number 9, practice patience. Calm men are rare. Patient men, extinct. Like the dinosaurs, but sexier and with better emotional regulation, sort of. When she ghosts you, don't spiral and meditate. When she flirts with drama, don't bite, observe. Reacting fast is for toddlers and Twitter addicts, of course. Now, you're not building a reaction, you're building a fucking throne. So act like it. Number 10, didn't realise we even had 10, but know when to walk away. This is the boss level. Yeah, you don't rage quit. You don't post cryptic TikToks about your self-worth. You just vanish like her. Accountability. You leave not to prove a point, but because you've got better places to be rather than trapped into her emotional escape room. Now, let your absence hit harder than your presence ever did. Walk off like a legend. Let her explain your silence to her group chat while you enjoy your peace, like it's a Michelin star meal served with your favourite drink. And that's well deserved. Now, if you feel like any of these made you feel like someone who just slapped the simp out of you with a velvet glove and a Rick James backhand, good, that's the goal. This isn't therapy, it's a reality served with a pint of sarcasm and a side of get your fucking shit together. Now, type in the comments, I choose clarity. You lot won't do it, you're very lazy, but don't worry. I choose peace and I choose a long-term game. The long game. Yep, because I'm going to sneeze in a minute. I've been holding it off for a long time now. TikTok mantra, but because it's how men rebuild their sanity, when life gets handed them a mixtape of gaslighting and emotional hostage negotiation, because you don't win by beating her at her own game. You win by flipping the board, walking out of the room and building up your empire while she's still arguing with herself in the group chat. Your move, legend, and move it on.